Hello legal hustlers. In this video we will see how historic legislation reshaped British rule in India and laid the foundation for future governance. Dive into the key provisions, the role of the British East India Company, and the impact on India's administration. Introduction. The Pitt India Act of 1784 was passed by the British Parliament during the reign of King George III. This act was a significant landmark in the British rule in India. It aimed to reform the administration of the British East India Company in India. Background. Before the Act, the British East India Company had almost complete control over India. The Act aimed to address issues of corruption and mismanagement within the company. It established a new system of government in India, with greater oversight from the British government. Key provisions. The Act created two new offices in India, the Governor-General and the Board of Control. The Governor-General had supreme authority over British India, while the Board of Control oversaw the company's affairs. The Act also introduced a system of double government, with the Governor-General and the company's directors sharing power. Significance of the Act. The Pitt India Act of 1784 marked the beginning of the British government's direct involvement in the governance of India. It paved the way for the British government's complete takeover of India in the 19th century. The Act also laid the foundation for the modern administrative system in India. Impact on India. The Act had a significant impact on India. It centralized power in the hands of the British government and reduced the autonomy of the East India Company. It also introduced reforms aimed at improving governance in India, such as the establishment of a system of courts and the abolition of the Nizamat governorship of Bengal. Criticisms of the Act. The Act did not address the issue of corruption in the East India Company. The Governor-General had vast powers, which could lead to abuse of power. The Act did not provide for Indian representation in the governance of the country. Legacy of the Act. The Pitt India Act of 1784 was a significant milestone in the history of British colonialism in India. It established the framework for the British government's rule in India for the next century. The Act also laid the foundation for the Indian independence movement in the 20th century. Conclusion. The Regulating Act of 1773 was a watershed moment in British colonial rule in India. It represented an attempt to address the governance problems that had plagued the East India Company's administration of the subcontinent, and set the stage for further British intervention in Indian affairs. Its legacy can still be felt today. Thank you for watching. We're thrilled to have you here and hope that you find our content informative, engaging, and entertaining. Be sure to like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to join us for further updates.